r/ProRevenge.
Be abusive to employees, say bye-bye to your job. My former boss was, simply put, an absolute fucking asshole. He was the type of person that had the ability to be so condescending while acting as if he was doing you a favor. His condescending attitude was sometimes downright abusive, and he seemed to have a particular problem with all of the female employees. He acted as if they were dumb and needed assistance with every step. He loves to scream at people regardless of how little their mistake was, if there even was one. He was a slave driver and expected everyone to sacrifice their own personal lives for their job. The thing that sparked this revenge was him telling me to miss my older sister's birthday to come into work on a day that I already booked off. No one liked him. Me and all of my colleagues in the department, around 10 or so, couldn't stand him being here anymore. So we did the protocol. All of us piled together the evidence we had of him not sticking to booked off holiday schedules, having inappropriate and sometimes abusive language, and we brought it all on one Google Doc. This was step 1. Step 2 was getting a cherry on top. We did this by getting him to do one of his screaming tantrums at one of us. We wanted this to be as damning as possible, and the youngest and smallest girl out of all of us volunteered to be the bait. She made an intentional beginner's mistake in her paperwork, something bound to get her roared at. And the idiot took the bait. You see, he likes to do his scoldings in front of all of us to prove a point or rule by fear, as he called it. This gave us the perfect opportunity to film it from behind our desks and add I to the Google Doc. Now you see, in our company there's this really not well-made email system. You can send an email to an entire department, and I mean entire, as long as you have its name and manager's name. But the thing about this was the fact that all of this information was completely and freely given to employees. This means that a person could send whatever email they want to the entire company, including the CEO. So one morning at 10 a.m., to ensure that as many people would be working as possible, we made a burner email and sent the Google Doc through an email to everyone in the company. It took a little while as there were many departments to get through, but we got there in the end. We gave the email the subject: boss's name, vital information, branch name, department name. Of course our boss received the email as well, and you could basically hear the clutter from his office, as people all over the company were contacting him to ask him what the hell this was about. HR did a light investigation into him and took heavy disciplinary action. As far as I know, he wasn't directly fired, but instead he resigned. And a month after that we never saw him again, and he was replaced by a new guy who was also an asshole, but just less of one. His expressions during the whole ordeal helped me sleep at night.
Response to post.
You didn't even need to be in a one-party consent state, since 10-11 members in your party agreed to film. It'd be funny if you made and sent the email from a work computer. IT tracks the email and the call is coming from inside the house.
Response to post.
Many years ago, I had a boss very similar to this guy, not the same man, because my ex-boss was a partner in the optometric practice. I hate bullies, no matter how they're packaged.
Peace response to post.
Also, I forgot to mention, one of those colleagues recently found his Facebook and found out that he's getting a divorce. We have no idea why, but people are speculating that it relates to this incident.
Peace response to post.
This was the best cooperative effort we ever did.